In this lecture, guys, we are going to create this transition. We're still going to use the radial wipe and we are going to change its properties. Let's start by creating our mat. Of course, I created a new composition for testing. Call it rectangles with 2 video layers here overlapped with 2 seconds. Now, I will create a rectangle on top of everything. Make sure that you did not select anything and double click to create a rectangle as big as the composition. Cool. Immediately, I will pre-compose here. It became very easy for you and I will call it rectangles mat. And I will click OK. Fine. So the effect I want to use here is gonna be the radial wipe. First, let's adjust the composition. Let's come to 2 seconds here. Press N to bring the work area and to the timeline indicator. Right click and trim comp to work area, and here you are, you have 2 seconds. For the first shape layer, I'm gonna change the color to white just for now, and then apply the radial wipe. Now we're gonna use a simple trick in the way radial wipe here. Remember, we had the wipe here. It could be clockwise, counterclockwise, or both. Let's use both. That's one. If you scrub through now, you notice that it's wiping clockwise and anti-clockwise. But also you have the wipe center. It is now in the middle of the layer. How about if we put it on the rightmost here in the middle? So it will be just moving it to 1920 because of the size of the composition. And now it's wiping somewhere, you know, it comes from 0% and wipes till the end. Okay, that's cool, but not really very cool. You know, it looks awkward. We can change the start angle to 90 degrees. That's what's happening. Now, if you scrub through, you will notice that it's gonna go from 50%, that's where it starts, and it's gonna take both thighs and put them in. So let's start creating our animation. We keyframe at 100%. We want to make a reveal from the middle to the right side. And then after 1 second, let's go to 1 second, here it is. We put it back to 50%. 50% is enough. We don't waste our time. So here you are. It comes from inside and it wipes. So actually, you already have a nice mat. If you want to use it, come to rectangle. Let's position it over here. We go to the in point of this layer and snap this one just over here. Okay. And if you play now, very nice. You apply the Luma inverted for an in transition and you have something pretty beautiful. Of course, you can come back to rectangle mat and open the keyframes and easy ease them. And you can go to the graph you would like, make them a bit nicer, something like this if you want to, or play with it the way you would like. Here it is, and it slams very nicely. Let's make it even more interesting by adding more shape layers. If I take this shape layer and duplicate it using Ctrl D or Command D on the Mac, let's say 4 times, and then I open all the keyframes, U, start shifting them by 5 frames. 5 frames will do. Here you are. I'm not very precise, but you can be very, very precise if you like. Let's see the animation now. The first one will come and second one. They are all the same colors. Let's change the color. We take the first one, and of course, I want to change the black to 60%. Feel free to adjust it the way you would like, and depending on the Luma you want to use, it will also be very good. I will take the other one and make it 40%, and this one, I will make it 20%. Of course, you could have gone the other way around. You know, that will be 20 and this one will be 60%. If I play now, I have a very nice animation. Notice how it's going at the end here. It's pretty cool. They're coming one after the other. That's one way to do it. Okay, let's see the effect and we play over here. Very nice. You notice it's like uncovering very nicely. And of course, if you play with the colors, you have a different effect here. But now, another way to do it is to take these keyframes, of course, and take them to the end. Let's snap them at 2 seconds. Here you are. We are sure they are at 2 seconds. Let's go to 2 seconds. And here you are. It's well snapped. And they're coming one after the other. That's one way to do it. Or you can take these keyframes, the last 3, for example, start bringing them also to the end at 2 seconds. Here you are. It will give you a different effect here. If you play now, they're gonna close all at the same time. Well, it depends on what you like to do. I will undo this. I prefer the way we have done it before. Something like this, coming up very nicely. If you go to rectangle now, Here is your transition, and it's quite cool. Now, in the next lecture, we are going to take the same matte, the same transition that we have used, and add some other effect to it, and you will notice it's going to become a bit more, I would say, original. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you in the next lecture.